So I know one thing that was mentioned before, learning people's names on your floors to help you connect with them and you know them on a personal, maybe not so personal level by just their name, but it helps that connection.
Yeah, knowing names and knowing like one little thing about them that you can ask them about every time really makes them feel like you actually know them and you care.
Like knowing what orgs they're in or if they play a sport or something like that. Or did you guys know your name?
How's that class going?
And knowing their interests so that you can say like, oh, I'm a part of this student organization, come join us, come, we'll go together.
I think one thing that some of us experience in our halls is disrespect to like other residents or to RAs or even to the community, like the lounge, like keeping it not keeping it clean or it just kind of brings the bad morale to the floor and people are rude in various forms.
Yeah, I think to add on to that, residents not understanding why we're here, like residents thinking that we're only here to get them in trouble. They don't know everything else that we're doing to make their lives nice here. So they have trouble respecting us sometimes.
Yeah, I think sometimes, especially with upperclassmen, they have a preconception of what their RA did last year and they expect you to be the same thing. And I think you really have to present what you want the community to look like at the beginning so that they don't just see you as the figure who always gets them in trouble.
And then like also trying to get their input on what they will want, their like programs they would want to do, what they think community means. So I think that's a good way to overcome.
Yeah, and I think
expectations.
kind of what community means, people that just don't care about the community. It's more of a personal, I'm just living here, do what you want kind of issue rather than looking at the greater collective. The RAs, like your staff being a strong community in itself really builds a strong community for the building because you do have that ability to rely on each other and to help each other facilitate communities within your floors.
I think one of the most important things is in training, making that first step, asking for help, because when you understand that the rest of your staff is there for you and they're there to back you up, then it really builds a community. Being okay to say, oh, I really need help with my bulletin boards, and then having the whole staff come to help you really builds the community there.
I also think like setting like some expectations during training, like and establishing roles like what is an RA role, what isn't an RA role, what is an MRA role, what is in your staff, like everyone's role in the overall building community will help in the long run in terms of the rest of the year.
Just showing support for other people's programs and like their floor dinners if you're eating at the same time or you're available and things like that. Just having one more person there kind of makes it more fun and moves around.
Yeah, and actually making an effort to know residents who aren't on your floor, like on rounds, actually, if you see a door open, actually talking to the people in the room and introducing yourself, saying what floor you're on, asking what they're up to, and then when they see you on your rounds another week, they'll say hi and they know who you are.
And you can network the residents. You can say like, oh, so-and-so on this floor is also really into, soccer. You should really talk to them. They go to all the SU soccer games or something like that. And kind of interconnect all the residents so that they can you're building more of a building community at that point.
Be yourself. I think it's easy in this role to get in this mindset where you have to wear the specific RA hat, but we're RAs because of who we are. And it's kind of already a part of us to a certain degree. That's why we were chosen. And so, yes, you kind of do have this new set of responsibilities and you're going to change because of that, but also remembering that you already have those abilities and those skills.
I think open and honest communication with each other, with your residents, with senior staff, that's advice I would give. And not letting things build. If something's bothering you, say something, confront an issue. And if you feel like you can't do it by yourself, ask your MRA for help or ask other RAs or ask senior staff.
And it can be as simple as just making an effort to see everyone, because sometimes the only time that you see everyone is during staff meetings.
Yeah.
So making sure that you're having fun together in something that isn't necessarily an ORL event, like going apple picking or just
Grape
all going to a
stomping.
meal. Grape stomping, yeah. Or if you're just like all going to a meal together that isn't required of you, that shows that you actually care.
The same thing with residents. If you're in the dining hall and you're eating by yourself because none of your friends are eating in the dining hall anymore, like go sit with a resident who's maybe just eating with someone else on your floor. Sit with them even though it's not a floor dinner. Like you can still sit with them and get to know them in a less stressful setting maybe.
I would say acknowledge and embrace your community. Don't, go be walking across the quad and ignore your residents. Like, they're still your residents. You're still an RA. You're never going to escape it. So embrace it, wave hi to them, be really loud, outgoing, embarrass them, So you just embrace it.